Everything in my video was located on a public domain. Hey, welcome to the DanjA Zone. It's Ashley. Lots of love and many blessings your way. Has anybody else noticed the change in Harry lately on a physical level? Okay, remember when he was younger, he had gone off the rails a little bit, and his dad ordered him to a wellness center? And once he got out a few weeks later, he seemed to have been pretty healthy, not a backslide or a relapse. As a matter of fact, I remember thinking, he looks happier now than I've ever seen him, ever. He seemed happy and healthy and well put together for the most part up until he met Megan. Do y'all remember how his behavior started changing immediately? It's like the media, the paparazzi would find him slipping out from behind buildings, coming down alleyways, asking his picture not to be taken. I've always been told that there was a bigger reason why William and Kate did not accept Megan. My entire life it was been drilled into me by my parents. You are the company you keep. It's like overnight Harry made new friends. He started going out with her friends and he had to drop all his. Let's talk about her friends. Marcus Anderson is said to be one of her BFFs. In fact, she put him on the royal payroll as one of her advisors. He's a big deal at the Soho House. It's said that Marcus worked his way up from busboy to just about the tippy top of the Soho House in just 4 years' time. How do you get that far in just a short period of time? And he's known for keeping his mouth shut. And they say, especially in the beginning, when Megan went after Harry, Marcus went after her. They were always together. Everything I can find out about the Soho House, it's a great place to party, have lots of fun, if you know what I mean. It's known for quite a few things. There were a small group of people that wanted to see what the Soho House in New York was about, and so they went undercover and got in, and one of the guys said, it's actually a free zone in there. According to this guy, he said that it's based on a networking situation. You're supposed to be there building your brand. God, that sounds familiar. Once you cut through that area, that's where the free zone begins. And the law seems to fly right out the window. Y'all know how much Megan adores the Soho House. Even though they have it listed as her first marriage, we all know it's her second legal marriage to Trevor Engelson during that time in her life. They said she had a very heavy use of oxys, Adderall, and cocaine. Those closest to her have said that's how she kept so thin. And I found where the few people that love and adore Megan make nothing but excuses for her behavior. A really good friend of mine has compared their behavior to Megan as Stockholm Syndrome, and it totally fits. It's like the worse she treats certain people, the more those people love her. So after Megan and Harry came out as a couple, after being spotted together on several different occasions, they started noticing Harry's weird behavior. He started pulling away from his friends, just not acting himself, having it out with his brother all the time, leaving without letting people know. Remember, he did that recently too. Having mood swings, bouts of paranoia, always on edge, anxious, and people have excused his weird behavior and odd demeanor, his entire character change, as what she has forced upon him, this new detoxifying lifestyle. But now it's starting to come out, everything's becoming clearer for everybody around him, and it's making more sense. You are the company you keep. As corny as that sounds, it's every bit true. And this could be the reason why he's made such bad choices and decisions in the last 2 years, as well as his ill behavior. They both at one point looked so thin, it was disgusting. Her legs were purple. People that have dealt with them at certain events said that they felt it was strange that he was okay with her interacting over him. She would cut him off, bump him out of the way to be front and center. They always said he was acting a little strange, almost like out of touch. Everybody's even commented on the fact that, they either go from one extreme to the next. They're either hot or cold. They're never in between. If they're not arguing and fighting, they're extremely giddy and happy. And if they're not extremely giddy and happy, they're arguing and fighting. It does seem like his mood swings so much, and hers too for that matter. I know from personal experience that mood swings this extreme have to be a result of some sort of a drug use. And you literally think everything is okay because you're that messed up. You don't even realize what you're doing. Just like the balcony scene, you guys. He didn't even care how he treated her. He knew that the whole world would be watching, but that wasn't on the forefront of his mind. Now, what was shared to me, and I can't say this is fact, I can just say allegedly, she is back on painkillers. And that totally explains her bloatiness. And he's still stuck on whatever they were doing together at one point. And that really explains his just too thin physique and their outrageous behavior. It all comes together. It's all making sense. It was also shared with me that this was a plan, a strategy of Marcus and Megan and Jessica's. Another scam they all pulled together and made happen was supposed to have gotten Jessica Maroney more recognition. Do you guys remember at the wedding of William and Kate when Pipa got noticed for going up the stairs of the chapel? This entire fiasco seems to have been a plot from the jump. It was leaked that they had already discussed the mother smother on Harry that Megan was supposed to do. She and Jessica found that hilarious. Take advantage of somebody's emotional weakness. To Jessica recreating the Pipa moment up the stairs of the chapel. She had even discussed this, that she had practiced this with a photographer a month before the wedding. Megan and Jessica wanted Jessica to take over this iconic moment. They wanted to outshine Pipa. Why fight? Why cause problems, stir up drama, and set it all up from the jump? Watching that on TV, and I got so queasy on my stomach because I knew what they were doing. She was too extra going up them chapel stairs. I knew exactly what she was trying to do. And what does this all have to say about, their character? Megan's, Jessica's, and Marcus. These people to pull this together and, even practice this walk up the chapel stairs to the degree that this has been carried through just proves to me they've been plotting and scheming from day one. These women have been wanting to get at Pippa and Kate from the moment she started dating Harry. Totally explains why all the disrespect, the jabs, making her cry, telling her she's a bad parent. It's endless. And I don't know when they're going to see what's going on. When will people start noticing what is going on? You guys, I'll see you soon. We'll talk fast. Stay safe and be blessed. Real quick, if you or a loved one are battling an addiction, and it doesn't matter what it is, there is help out there, and I hope that you find somebody to talk to about it. Just be honest. I don't want you to feel like you're alone, because you're not alone. And I want you to know that you're extremely valuable. You're worth a good life. You really deserve it. It took me a long time to face that reality. I myself have been clean and sober for years. Glory to God. I don't want you to give up on yourself, that's all. Or your loved one. And you may find that you've relapsed. Don't worry about it. Put your head back in the game. Tomorrow's a brand new day. You're worth it, I promise. and with God all things are possible.